Okay, I'm gonna start this off, whatever this is, cause oh my goodness. But I'm gonna start this off just by immediately getting it going, cause as per usual I have to time it. And timing it is not always easy, right? Well, that works. No, that was not good timing. Okay. I can't time this bloody thing. Come on. Come on, playback. Okay, that was pretty much on point. If anything, that might have been like a split second early, but I'm good with that. Right, so, welcome to the realm of the damned, the realm of disbelief, the realm, the world that was, a world that does not exist. Yes. I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock over what this run is. And I mean, for when this is on YouTube, it's going to be evident what it is based on the time. But for here, I'm not going to say if this run was really good and then fucked. I'm not going to say if it broke any times. I'm not even going to say. All I'm going to say is this run is, it's something. Now, I think, well, how long ago was it? Like 2 days ago? 2 bloody days ago, I got my 4749. And I did this exact same thing. It's like, I got it offline, I streamed it, commentated over it, and put it up on YouTube, to the point where it still hasn't even been verified. That my current PB, well, my prior PB, still hasn't been verified, because it was only submitted 2 days ago or something. And, you know, I've been spending my time, you know, what time I get, sometimes earlier in the day, sometimes later. Are you shitting me? This is the run where that happened. Oh my fucking god. I've been spending a little bit of time every day just trying to grind out attempts, just, you know, trying to get better, because although with Shadow my ability in regards to his combat system is still lacking. It's gotten better, but it's still lacking. I figured that the best thing I could do with Shadow is really improve my familiarity with the story as a whole, because with Silver, I ran Silver for so long that my level of familiarity with Silver is so intense that I thought to myself, you know, even if I'm not getting much better with the combat, the best thing I can do is just run loads of Shadow, get a run that I'm content with, and then, you know, in the process, I'll become much better at it just from prolonged exposure. Yes, we do have to talk. Yes, hello Yish. It's very good to see both you and Diamond on this evening. Look, I forgot to split. I forgot to split. It's alright, whatever, I'll just skip the split. I think it was an alright White Acropolis. I'll show you my splits from the run itself afterwards. Anyway, so these splits are just for show, for the sake of the stream, so okay, don't miss any more splits. I hate missing splits. What is the unthinkable? Well, it could be a number of things, Yish. I could get a really good time, I could be close to getting a really good time, and it could fail. I mean, let's find out. Like, it only matters for this stream, because when it's on YouTube it doesn't mean much of anything, but you'll see. I don't want, like, I always do this. I always treat it like it's a fucking television show, where it's like, you know, you need to wait to hear the outcome. But I like doing that. I like teasing people, because it's especially one of those things where it's like you kind of need to see it. Like, saying it doesn't do it justice, what's going to happen in this run. Anyway, that was a really good Egg Cerberus, actually, a 57. Yeah, you're excited. I'm, like, you know, whenever I do PB restreams like this, which hopefully are going to be more common from here on, because I've noticed just how much better I am. Yeah, hype building, yeah. I don't want it to be like hype building, you know? It's like, I mean, here's the run. You know, you don't gotta wait, except until the run's over, and then you know. Haha. Okay, don't forget to split. Okay, once again, these splits are not up to date. Or these gold splits aren't up to date. So yeah, because it's my actual sum of best is 4530, and it says here that it's 4613. So yeah, these versions of the splits are out of date, just like they were in the last PB restream, because these are the backup set of splits of my PB that I got like 2 days ago. My 4749. I know, Strazi, I think you might want to stay around for this one. Like, don't worry about university, it can wait. I mean, don't worry about it. Just get into bed, maybe, chill out. Do what you want, mate. No, really good start. I'm surprised that that's 45, or no, not 45 seconds, what the fuck? 8 seconds faster. My Acropolis and Cerberus, I'm surprised that they were that much faster than my last PB, because my last PB had a really good start. Well, it had a pretty good start anyway. It's my last PB was actually almost perfect, but it had one major problem, which was that I lost 45 seconds in Dusty Desert to a really stupid time loss where I got stuck in a sand wave. You know, if you don't know what that is, obviously my 4749 is on my YouTube as well, which is probably, that run probably will have better commentary than this one, even though this is a better run, because I'm just... Can I stop forgetting to split? Like, I didn't forget to split a single goddamn time in my last PB restream, but I'm so caught up in trying to think about what to say that I can't concentrate on what's happening. How close am I? What, you'll have to wait and see. Who knows? I could, you know, this could just be a really good run that doesn't even get sub 47. Maybe this, who knows? Like, I'm not gonna keep saying that because it's gonna be really redundant for anybody watching on YouTube. But yeah, it's like I need to I need to be a bitch about it. I need to not let you know what it is. Because it'll make when it's like, because whenever you watch a streamer or a speedrunner stream their runs live, it's like you don't know nobody knows what the run's going to be, if it's even going to finish. So it's like I'm trying to emulate that a bit, because that's a part of the fun of watching speedruns, in my opinion. And once again, yeah, the reason why I haven't been doing runs online is because, for whatever reason, I'm much better at doing them offline. Like, just, like, having something in the back to distract me. Like, I was listening to my boys there. Diamond, you know who I'm talking about when I say my boys. Just, like, as background noise, whilst I was doing this run right here. And it's just, it's good, because it takes away just enough of my attention from the game, so that I don't mess up by over concentrating, but it allows me to apply just enough concentration to the game. Yeah, they're really good background noise. Who are they? Here's a plug to Oni Plays, Act Now, and you can get the Freddy Freaker t-shirt, which I definitely didn't buy, because I definitely don't love Freddy Freaker, and I definitely didn't buy that t-shirt. I know, look, Don, it doesn't matter. Like, I want to restream it because I want to have some commentary over it anyway. And I did mess up the splits, but I do have the splits from the run, which I'll bring up once I finish, so it doesn't matter. Also, don't rain on my parade, Dawn. Don't be a sour puss. Because I'm feeling... No! This is the one where that happened! This is the one where I messed up the thing with the jumping and hitting the robot and then going on to the thingy. This is the one where I had the thing and the thingy. Ooh. This is so stupid. I bonked there. Of course I bonked there. Of course I bonked there. Yes, I am. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna be a pile of mush by the end of this. I tell you what. I actually lost some runs earlier today to those stairs, the sets of stairs that you have to homing attack up. Not those ones. It was the second set after you have to dodge homing attacking the capsule after the first set of stairs. I homing attacked over the edge and died, which is something that I've done a disturbing amount of times. It was also on a run that had a much better start than this one, which is saying something because this run has a pretty good start. Yes, this is the PB. It definitely is. I checked that on the file. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. That might. Ooh. I'm not gonna say. I almost said something that would be detrimental to my hype building cause. Like, I don't normally build hype, but the one time I will is a time like this. So there you go. 9 seconds ahead of my PB, my last one, which already had a good start. So we're off to a good start. We definitely are. Non-existent emulator PB of 50 minutes? What? Did you, I mean, you did fucking silver any percent on MU. Like, that wasn't 50 minutes. That was like, what was it, like 20 something? Just under 30 minutes? Because you have to get the bloody unbuffered MSG, and like over half of the run was just retrying the unbuffered MSG, because that shit is difficult as hell. Time to build fake hype, alright. Speaking of emulator, I look forward to doing that at some point. Wouldn't that be nice? I definitely do want to run this game on emulator at some point, like for sure. Even if input buffering isn't a thing, and you know, levels or sections that have frame perfect buffers at the very start don't work properly anymore, like even then emulator would still be really fun to run. It would make loop skip irrelevant, which would make Blazes Way of Ocean probably easier to run. Kind of easier? Anyway, outstanding first section, a 53, like almost a 53 on the dot. That's one of the best first sections of Crisis City I've ever had. Apparently not Yish, not 100% sure. Dawn has attempted numerous times to frame buffer. Or no, not frame, well, you know what I mean, buffering through a loading screen, and he can't do it. There's also no home menu, so you can't buffer the mission select glitch, which means that outside of Shadow's story any percent, the other two hedgehogs would be very difficult, or are very difficult to do any percent runs of on emulator, because you have to do it unbuffered. Whoop-de-doo. What happened? You'll see, Big Mella. The unthinkable. The title of the stream says it all. The unthinkable. Yeah, just under 30. Also, by the way, this part here coming up with the homing attack on the rail here. Oh my god, I messed that up too. That right there seems to be very consistent. Just homing attacking that rail without attacking the worm or jumping on the ball or whatever the other strats may be. Seems to be very consistent. So I'm happy about that. Because did I find that by accident? I don't know. No, I think I saw Sharu do it, because I looked through pretty much every single Shadow IL record a few days ago. I think before I got my 47, 49. And yeah, that helped me with a couple of extra strats and whatnot. Just a few small things. Although I didn't implement everything, because I wasn't confident in a lot of it. Because don't forget, they were IL strats. And most of them were by Sharu, I believe. But yeah, here we are. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about, because I feel like I've gone over most of what I wanted to, but I don't know. It's like I feel like if I keep getting offline PBs, people are gonna start thinking that, you know, it's like, he keeps getting PBs offline, but he can't perform when on the spot. You know, I don't want that to be a thing. So I feel like I might start trying to stream stuff more, but How many milliseconds are... Okay, let me say this, Strazi. If it was a PB by a couple of seconds or milliseconds, I wouldn't be restreaming it. That would be a waste of time. I wouldn't even submit that, because it would just be a waste. Say, oh boy, a PB by a little bit. In fact, let me mention this. Yesterday and today, I think it was yesterday, I lost 2 runs to Mephiles Phase 2. Both of which were about 15 seconds ahead of my PB. Only about 15 because both of them had pretty big mistakes in them. Like, I think the one earlier today messed up Flame Core, and the one yesterday messed up Radical Train and took a 30-second death there. In the first section, though, not the second one. Both of them died to Mephiles Phase 2. The first one died because I messed up my positioning and didn't get the, you know that like Chaos Blast attack that you do on him by holding down RT while in the air? The first one messed that up because the attack didn't hit him. I was like directly underneath him and it didn't make contact, so I just lost it. And the one earlier today died because Shadow decided to go out of bounds during the Chaos Snaps. In fact, in this run, the same thing nearly happens. You'll see whenever we get to Mephiles Phase 2, there's a point where Shadow is halfway through the floor, and I almost lost the run to that again. But in the run that died prior, in the same way, in that run, he went completely out of bounds and just fell to his death, and that's why I lost the run there. So yeah, people talk shit on Iblis Phase 3, and rightfully so, because he is objectively the worst boss. But I swear, oh by the way, outstanding Crisis City. I think that's the best Crisis City I've ever had. And I think it's about to be followed by a similarly outstanding Flame Core, if I'm not mistaken. No, what was it? Fucking... I know the unthinkable is not splicing. It is definitely not, Yesh. Like, Jesus. Oh, man. Oh, wait, what was I talking about there? Fucking... Yeah. Iblis Phase 3 is like, Iblis Phase... Oh, yeah, and I got hit by a Cocoa Puff there. That was lovely. That I didn't completely lose everything to that. Iblis Phase 3 is like, you know, people is like DSS and myself both are not huge fans of that boss because it's like a big sort of RNG part, kind of RNG, not really, but pretty much humanly anyway. It's pretty much RNG, and it's like, you know, that's super stupid because it's right at the end of like probably the hardest hedgehog to run, like certainly the hardest hedgehog to run, honestly. And it's like, it's so stupid. But yet, I can't think of how many times I've choked a run on Iblis Phase 3. But yet, in 2 days, I've choked 2 PB runs on Mephiles Phase 2. So, I just don't get it. Because I'm silly. I even died to Iblis Phase 2 once. I don't think the run was that good, but I did lose a run to that, which is unacceptable because that fight is free. Also, yeah, this Flame Core so far is fucking stupidly good. Like, I remember this in particular, because during the run, I actually hid my splits, so that I could only see the bottom, like, from the big timer downwards, like, you know. So I couldn't see Mephiles Phase 2 or any of the splits, just everything beneath Mephiles Phase 2 I could see. Because I didn't want to get nervous, because that happened in the past as well, where I could see all my splits and I got really nervous if I was ahead, and that made me mess up. So that worked out pretty well, hiding that. But, big dicks to egg. Well, I guess just all the final bosses are shit, which is funny because Mephiles Phase 2 is probably the least offensive of them, and yet he's definitely made me lose runs. And I've only seriously started running this category like a week or 2 ago, if even. Like, yeah, I dropped this category for like nearly a year. Well, maybe not a year. I think I got one of my last PBs in maybe it was June last year. I can't remember, but yeah, like oh my god, I'm fucking hurting. I feel very strange right now, just about this whole situation, and you're gonna know why. Feels very tones. But yeah, I believe this might even be an ILPB flame core. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Oh, also, by the way, oh yeah, I get the drop here and everything, but as I was gonna say about We of Ocean, I am very happy about that optimization I found. I don't know if anybody else knew about it. For all I know, it might be one of those things that DSS knew about but just never thought about or implemented. Because I was looking into the box clip strats with Omega there, because they are faster if you do them first try and whatnot. I think you can break even if you at least get them at a decent pace. Jesus, look at that. Yeah, that's fucking outstanding. I don't know how I did that. I'll just call that the power of zoning out while still technically focusing, but not really. TM. But no, We of Ocean. So I noticed in Sharu's IL record of We of Ocean that, you know, he does that weird box clip, and it's not actually that inconsistent. It's just precise, and sometimes if you hit the spring, you can get out of the way of the trigger that sends you to Shadow, but that doesn't happen that often, so generally if you hit the spring, you're fucked. And if you take your time, it's not too bad, but then it's like you're hardly saving any time, and it's really risky. So I figured it was like, nah, like I'm definitely not going to try doing that, not for my skill level. Like maybe if I was like going for like a really, really good time, like I would do that. But I was just going for a time that I was content with, pretty much. And maybe I could get the sub 47 while I was at it. It was the idea. And let me think. But I realized that Sharu's results screen didn't have any lag. Like, it was just normal. Whenever you beat We of Ocean by jumping up on the rock and hovering around the invisible wall, the results screen lags, and that makes you lose time. But it's like, oh well, there's nothing you can do about it. It might be a side effect of the fact that you're hovering into the goal ring, or the fact that you know, you're finishing the stage as Omega or something. But I thought to myself, what if I go and hit the spring? What if instead of going straight to the goal ring, I angle myself to land on that small beach, hit the spring, and spring into the goal ring? And I did that, and sure enough, the results screen lag wasn't there anymore. And I thought, okay, well that's nice, but it probably won't save any time, because the little bit of time you waste to go to the spring will probably waste all the time you'd save from not having the results screen lag. I timed it, I recorded it and timed it down to the frame, and it was almost exactly to the frame the same speed. So I thought, alright, so it's inconsequential. But then I realized that in story mode, or in the stories, you have an extra part to the results screen where it shows you your overall ring count that isn't in it whenever you're just doing ILs or whatever. And so it actually saves time. It saves like maybe 1.5 seconds. Since I've done that, I've managed to, or since I've implemented that, I've managed to get a gold split by about 1.5 to 2 seconds in We of Ocean. So I would say it does save time. Not much, but it definitely saves at least 1 second. So I was very happy that I managed to find that, because now I can say I found one thing for Shadow. Just like with Silver, it's like I found the thingy where you can break into the final room of Flame Core with those ring strats. Like that was me, and I'm proud of that. That's the only thing that I can think of that I actually discovered in it. And now I found a 1 second time saving Shadow. Whoop-de-fucking-do. A bachelor's in Sonic Studies. Yes, indeed. Look at how well I spend my life. Envy me. Do it. If you don't, I'll ban you. I'll ban you from life. Anyway, here we go. Tropical Jungle. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Do I get the moon jump or do I not? I still can't believe that I got the moon jump 4 times in a row. I think once of which was in practice, and then the other 3 times were all in runs. And the answer is no, I didn't get the moon jump, because I actually haven't got the moon jump in, I think, in a long time, like two PBs ago. It was like, I really cannot get the goddamn moon jump. Have the Otonyshi time save? What, you mean the 1 second? It does, yes. It does have the 1 second in Way of Ocean. But yeah, didn't get the moon jump, but
What did you think of my beautiful
what can you do? But yeah, it's interesting. Well, first of all, I'll get to the split first, and then I'll worry about rambling. Huh? Oh right, I thought that was losing time a lot, and I was like, what the fuck, didn't I gain time here? And yeah, sure enough, I did gain a little bit of time. Not very much, but whatever. So, yeah, what was it? Fuck, what was I saying? Ah, it's escaped me, it's fucking left my head now, whatever. Nah, I can't remember. Right, well, here we have Mephilisimo, Il Mephilisimo, fucking whatever. And this fight has been a consistent dick to me, like forever. Like, I can't get a good fight in runs, and I'm sad to say that this run is no different. I don't know why, but he just keeps giving me bad RNG. Like, this is like I think the third run in a row where I got bad RNG from him. And the sad thing is that I think this is the best fight of the worst RNG that I got. So like, this is the one that pulled it back the most. Like, I was able to get Red Shadow there before I actually had to attack the last batch there. And I was actually, yeah, I mean, a 50, that's pretty much a 56. It's a very high 55. Like, that's, honestly not that bad, considering what happened. But I don't choke in the desert, alright. I mean, yeah, you can all take your bets on what you think is gonna actually happen. Because... oh boy, something happens, alright. I don't think this was a bad... I think this was actually a decent second part to this fight. Yeah, a 124, considering the bad luck that I got, honestly isn't too shitty, but... so yeah, I believe that's a small time save. He accidentally transitions into an any percent run. Okay, Dawn, here's the funny thing about Shadow any percent. The Shadow... that is about as unthinkable as it gets. You're right about that. The funny thing about Shadow any percent is that Shadow any percent is arguably... I don't think arguably, I think it is definitely more... like, it is definitely more optimized than Shadow No MSG, Shadow any percent. Like, from what I've seen, because it's like, there's times where I'm like, oh, no big deal, I'm just 40 seconds ahead of the record, you know, leaving Tropical Jungle or whatever. And this one might even be farther ahead than that, leaving Tropical Jungle, come to think of it. But, fucking, I can't think straight, what? I keep my brain, I swear to God, this game is giving my brain problems. Who'd have thunk? But no, the any percent record is like still ahead of me. Like, even if I'm like 30 or 40 seconds ahead of No MSG, the any percent record is still ahead of that. Like, if I recall correctly, the Shadow any percent time is like stupidly fucking good. Because like DSS wanted to beat Yish's time, which was, I think it was like a 37:11 or somewhere around there anyway. Maybe it was like a 16, not 100% sure. And he ended up beating it by over a minute when he finally did beat it, because he ended up getting out like a god run, pretty much. Like, it was, you know, not flawless, but it was really good. And it also, you know, integrates new strats that don't exist or in the current record for No MSG, like the Ablus Via's 2 strats that this run uses, of course. Hey, Jinx. Yeah, skip the credits without MSG. I mean, even if that was a thing, something tells me that wouldn't count. it'd be like, well, yeah, it is no MSG, but you're still warping to the credits. So it's like, no MSG just kind of, it's just kind of stuck. It rolls off the tongue, but really what it means is no credits warp, is essentially what it means. So, even if such an unthinkable thing did happen, you know. Oh, and yeah, speaking of Shadow any %, I still haven't actually pulled off Shadow's MSG properly yet. I'm going to make a file to practice that, both his MSG and Silver's, and just have that be one file for practicing both. I could also practice Sonic's on the same file, because even if I even if I can't actually do the MSG, I can still practice getting your lady to get me to the water. I mean, assuming I'm going to learn Sonic's story, of course. I'm not confirmed that I'm actually learning Sonic's story, just a what if for the record.
Guess that was all right.
Oh, dearie me. Boom. No, I don't, that wasn't even a quick kill and it was still a gold split. So, like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this run? Oh, yeah, Sleepy said, good to see you, kitty. Good to see you. You're, oh man. Oh, good time, man. No, to be fair though, kitty, Sid could not have predicted the unthinkable. The unthinkable. This is like... the unthinkable. I swear. It's going good. I'm feeling a wee bit queasy, but it's going good. It's going good. Now, let me tell you, I am at this moment in time so fucking happy that I didn't have my splits up. Or rather that I had the top ones hidden, as I said earlier. Because if I did not have my splits hidden, excluding the very bottom so that I could see the final time and like how much time I was gaining and losing on each split, I would be shitting myself because my PB was really good up until this point and I'm somehow 30 fucking seconds ahead of it.
It looks like their science was pretty advanced.
My god. And you're gonna see just how bad I still am with, oh, but I didn't think I messed up that much up there. That's still alright, whatever, I'll take it. Y'all are gonna see just how much work I still have to do with Shadow's battle system. Maybe a bit here at the end of Aquatic Base, but primarily in Mission 15. My Mission 15 was not good. It was not good, and it's like, I think I got like a 107 or something, and I've gotten like, I think 57s before. And I know that you can get as low as like 54s and 3s, and I just don't know how to do that. Like, every time I feel like I've figured out Chaos Snap, I don't. And every time I feel like I know what I'm doing, I don't. But I'm not confirming nor denying that this may or may not be. It could be record. It could not be. It could be an incredibly good run that dies right at the end. I mean, I did just lose 2 PBs to fucking Mephilospheres 2 in a row within the last 2 days. That's pretty unthinkable, to be honest with you. Losing 2 PB runs. Luckily not very good ones, as I said before. You know, they were both going to be by about 15 seconds, so not really that good. But still PBs. Somehow to Mephilospheres too, like, fuck me. Okay, I mean, yes, it's a PB. It's a PB. But what I'm saying is, you don't know that, you know, it's going to be a big one. Like, the unthinkable could be negative or positive, and I will leave that to your imaginations. You're gonna find out soon enough, there isn't much left.
Perfect.
Maybe out to DSS or yes, I mean, I wouldn't mind asking for a little bit of a heads up, but it's like, you know, I don't wanna... I don't wanna bring boys out of retirement just to help my crusty ass, you know what I mean? Oh dear. No, if anybody has any sick Chaos Snap tips, I'll take them. Tips for how Chaos Snap. Yeah, there you go. Like, I kind of understand that it's like you snap to enemies by like kind of letting go of A once you've killed the enemy you're working on while holding the direction of the enemy you want to snap to on the control stick, kind of. Something like that, but I just don't know how to do it consistently, but... I mean, it's alright if it's like too hard to explain, because like, I mean, I like explaining things to people. Especially like, you know, with Silver and whatnot, stuff that I actually understand a lot better. But it's with Silver especially, it's really hard to explain, because Silver is like the way that he interacts with, or the way that his telekinesis interacts with physics, and trying to explain that, it's one of those things that's kind of a visual thing if you were to learn by it, and even then, like, getting a feel down for it is stupid as well. So like, I understand that like Shadow's Chaos Snap is one of those things where it's like really not easy to explain. So yeah, I made a bit of a boo-boo there, but aside from that one jump, that was a perfect Archaeolo skip. Absolutely no problems there. Now there is one thing that bamboozles me right now. Oh yeah, by the way everybody, don't forget I have a 45-second time save in Dusty Desert. Not saying that I get it. I'm not saying that I get it. But I'm just letting you know that that is also there. And because like this run that I'm currently so far ahead of, like as I said, was really good. The only major flaw was the huge time loss in Dusty Desert. And yet here we are, this far ahead of that, to the point where if I made the same mistake in Dusty Desert, I would still probably get the time that I would have got in the run that failed Dusty Desert, my last PB, prior to this one. So it's like, it's crazy. Yeah, no, I get that, Yish, I do. It's one of those things where I think I'm just going to have to spend more time with it in depth and try to figure it out, but it's frustrating. It's very frustrating, I will say. Because it's like, I don't get it sometimes. I'm trying to make it work and then it don't work. Oh boy, accordion we need. You know, does anybody have a Hatsune emote yet? I want to get a Hatsune emote for real. Even if it's just like a generic PNG of a fucking pigeon, not even the actual. No, I'd want to make it the actual Hatsune. But yeah, if nobody has that, I might jump on that, because that's another. That's another 06 boy that needs an emote for real. Mike Hatsune. And he's like, hey guys, I'm here with my friend. Inspect. Well, that does not sound like a fucking. It does kind of sound like a pigeon. Gotta roll your tongue. Anyway, here is the We Have Ocean strats in motion. Obviously, this is normal, but you'll see I make a sharp turn here instead of going straight for the goal ring, and you'll notice that Omega is standing wrong in the results screen, and honestly that might be the reason why. Like, it might be a thing to do with the fact that you're hovering when you go into it, but it might also be because Omega is facing sideways here and not directly at the camera, and so that might be what stops the lag. It's strange. You're just listening to me make bird sounds. Yes, of course. There you go, yeah. Well, my sum of best is, like, most of these gold splits I don't think are real, but some of them are. I think that Wave Ocean one might have been. Because, yeah, as I said before, my actual sum of best is 45-30, and it's currently down to 45-55 on these splits. But, yeah, whatever. Whew. As I said, here is Mission 15, which, I'm pretty mad about, because, well, as I said, it's like a 107, I think, and normally I get at least like a 103 or a 104. So like just making it be that little bit worse than it usually is. Like, look at that, I'm missing that fucking bird, and I think I get something here, but like that I might have chaos snapped to those dogs, but it was still slow. It wasn't like boom, boom, boom. There's more delay than there needed to be. And yeah, these birds, I did not do them well at all. It's like, oh, Shadow. Like, see, that's the kind of chaos snap I want, and look at that damage. It's a lot of damage, it's good. I hit a bird there, like, yeah. I can see how I lost the time over what I usually get, but still. Yeah, like, I tell you, if I knew that I was this far ahead at this point, I swear to God this run would not have finished. Like, I would have been shitting, like, I was already nervous, but I didn't, I thought that I was maybe, like, you know, a couple of seconds ahead, or maybe 10, not 30 fucking 8. Like, Jesus. Yeah, we're coming to the end here, everybody. It's been a good ride. This category goes by in a flash whenever you're feeling something, some sort of way. Oh, I think that was that might have been late by like a fucking by like an 1/8 of a second. That might have been a little bit late, but it was probably on point. So never mind, don't worry about that. So here we are, 45, or no, sorry, not 45, 39. I thought, for some reason I thought it was 45. Maybe it's because my sum of best says 45 and I misread it once. But no, 39 seconds to gain in Dusty Desert. I mean, whoa. Wouldn't that be something? Now, I could have sworn, because I remember finishing Dusty Desert. It wasn't even an hour and a half ago. An hour and a half ago, I think I was in this run. Like, actually doing it. And I remember thinking to myself, at the end of Dusty Desert, what the hell happened? And I probably shouldn't say any more, because that might give some stuff away, but I think the quality of this run is evident. But take a look at this, everyone. So, I immediately notice, oh shit, I'm off to the left. What does this mean? Is this part solid? Like, normally I don't land over here. Like, what does this mean? I'm scared, and I lived, so I guess it's solid. I missed the homing attack once and slide up against that like an idiot. Which So, yes, a bit slow, sketchy, but I got through it, alright? I got through it. Oh, I got through it.
It's just a bit further.
I tried to angle myself a bit there because I noticed that Shari did that in the IL record, where you like put yourself and like go off the edge of the thing while carrying momentum a bit, and I did that a bit there, and I missed that dash pad, and I don't think I get this clip first try. I homing attacked the dog. Yeah, I think I messed this clip up like twice. Yeah, with an extra pause and a wobble. Jesus fucking Christ. Jiminy Christmas on a pile of Crimbus, whatever a Crimbus is. It's a new word, trademark. The clip goes well because it's actually really consistent and not difficult at all, to the point where you throw away 2 PBs to it. I swear, 2 PBs thrown away to that clip, and then 2 PBs thrown away to Mythos Phase 2, I swear. And one in the middle where I nearly lost the run at this PB, or the one prior to this one, that had the huge time loss here. Like, what is it with me and the end of Shadow's story? Is it the nerves or what? Oh my fucking god, why that? Why with the spikes? Why with the spikes? Come on, Tony, why did that happen? Tony, why'd you do it? Why'd you do it, Tony? So the only thing that stands between me and a very nice time right now
Not even a challenge.
is Mephiles. And take a look at this. This is what surprised me, that I'm losing as much time as this. Because I know, I mean, to be fair, yeah, I made some stupid mistakes there. Yeah, now that I think about it, it makes sense that I lost as much as I did. Because, you know, there was the whole thing with hitting the spikes there, messing up that clip like with like 3 pauses, and doing like the wobbly thing, having a bit slower than usual first section. Like, yeah, here we are. Here we are, everybody. What's gonna happen, everybody? Oh my god, and the amount of time that I'm ahead by as well. Also, possible time save on Mephiles Phase 2. 14 seconds. What does that mean? What does that mean if I get a good Mephiles Phase 2? Will I get a good Mephiles Phase 2? Let's find out. Hey, hey, hey. This doesn't look good. But I tell you, we're gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time. Oh, here we go. For the record, actually, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'll let you know what I was gonna say once this finishes. Brain power for good luck. What the fuck is this run? What the fuck is this run, dude? I hate it so much. Why? Why does this have to happen? So yeah, as you can see there, 1 or 2 thingy-mabobbers off of not needing the 3rd giant. So that wasted all the time that I would otherwise gain. So in other words, we're probably not gaining any time here, because that was a bad Mephiles Phase 2. Because, oh, and there I was inside the floor. I told you all about that. I was inside the floor. And then Mephiles decides to buzz around for forever. I'm timing this so closely. Yep, that's what I got. I even timed it to the frame in Sony Vegas. And it was pretty much that. It was like 46:43.123. Do you all know what that is? Do you know what the world record is? Because that's a tie. It's a tie. I've tied 2 records in this game. I don't understand. I did it once in Silver any %, and now I've done it in Shadow No MSG. This is like... like, I'm changing my name on Twitch to Otiednyshi. Okay, well, if there's one thing I can say, it's that I think that if you're going by frames, I probably beat DSS, because I don't think he got a low 43, so if we're talking strictly by frames, I think I'm faster, but who gives a shit, really? It's the same second, same minute, same second, it's a tie. And like, at least with Silver, I can understand, because it's like, it's an 11:44, it's like the shortest category in the game outside of Last Story, which is like 10 minutes. And like, Silver Story, I can understand that being a tie. That's expected, you could see that one coming. This is not a category where you can see that coming. All those little things hitting with the spikes at the end of Dusty Desert. Not getting the moon jump, having a shitty Mephiles Phase 1 and a shitty Mephiles Phase 2. Like, I know that when the record was done, that it didn't have things like Iblis Phase 2's better strats. I know that, so, you know, I mean, pretty much the only reason I tied the record was because of that. If that trick wasn't there, and if I didn't find my little tiny optimization at the end of We of Ocean, I wouldn't have tied it. But I did. I'm upset about this, because I feel like people like Yish and Liam, and even DSS, obviously, because he has the record, have put a lot more time into this than me, and here I come, Mr. fucking already tied a record once, let's just do it again. It's like, it's not, it feels wrong. It feels, ugh. But I'm happy. I'm ridiculously happy, but I'm also super conflicted. It feels, yes, don't say that. You're not, believe me. I can tell you one thing. You're probably much more consistent at Shadow than I am. Definitely, like, definitely. Like if you were as stubborn as I was, you could beat this in a couple of weeks. I would say, Yish. Like, if you put your mind to it, you could definitely beat this in a couple of weeks bare minimum, or at most. Because, like, my skill ceiling, I mean, my skill ceiling isn't that bad, considering that my sum of best is a 45-30. But, I mean... Oh yeah, I'll mention that in a second, Kitty. But my consistency is nowhere near... Yeah, I don't feel bad. I know it's stupid to feel bad. I won't feel bad, because if anything, that's an insult to people who don't have... that aren't tied with the fucking world record. Yeah, what I was gonna say, Kitty, was, that the world record was a 46-43. And in saying that, I was technically giving away the final time of this run. So that's why I didn't say it. It's a stupid reason. Right, okay, let's... Oh, I forgot to compare to record. Whatever. I was gonna compare the splits against record, but I forgot to. God damn it. That would have been so interesting to see, because then I could have seen exactly how it happened. Like, how far ahead I was. Why did I do that? God damn it, Tony. Can I control undo that? No, alright. Here are the actual splits. These were the splits from the run. So 45-30 sum of best. And the time here is a 46-43 on the dot. But by the frame, according to Sony Vegas, it was 46-43.19. No, 123 was it? Was it actually 123? I think it was. But yeah. What the fuck? Like, my last PB isn't even verified yet. It isn't even verified yet! Right, well... thank you all for the Mr. Marikus, and, oh my god. Oh my god, yeah, thank you, Yish. So, I think I'm gonna move on to any percent. I think I'm gonna figure that out. I am not going for record in any percent. I mean, I could keep trying, and I could beat this time. I could definitely do that, but I don't really want to, not after that. Like, it's gonna be really hard to get, you know, make that, like, I'm just gonna have to get better at Shadow in general, I think, before I'm gonna do that, because it's not good for me to get a run that good and then throw away, like, you know, 10 seconds in Mission 15 because, oh, I'm just not good at Shadow's battle system, so fucking whatever. You know, so I think I will come back to this at some point, I think. Especially if somebody else, like, unties the record and beats it. But I think I will want to come back to it when I just get better with Shadow in general, but... for now, I think I want to try and beat Liam's, any percent time. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do, assuming I can actually do the MSG. Which, we'll see. Shadow's MSG looks alright. Compared to Sonic's, it looks like a walk in the park. But I haven't done it yet. But no, like, seriously, I don't know. I just... I feel very... This is one of the most emotional PBs I think I've had. Like, I actually feel like, seriously, like, how the fuck did that happen? Like, I remember whenever I tied silver any percent, I got up and I was like, no! I shouted no, kind of shouted no, but then I was like laughing in joy, because it was like a mixture of, god damn it, I tied it, and oh fuck yeah, I tied it. Whereas this one was more of just a constant state, like a stasis of shock that I feel like I'm still in. And I can't stress that enough. Apologies if I keep repeating what I've been saying, but it's just I can't stress it enough. Just tie all the records. Yeah, just fucking... Yeah, there you go. That's gonna be my goal from now on, to tie every record in this game until nobody believes me, that nobody thinks that I actually did it. Everybody thinks I'm just... oh my god. There was a window in the corner of the... Are you fucking... Are you... The video was fucking spliced. He put the Game Shark into the 06 and he fucking tied the recce. I mean, not every game I pick up. I mean, I don't think I've tied... The only records I think I've ever tied are silver any percent in this. Not even any of the other games that I've ever ran have I tied. At least I'm fairly certain. Wait, Diamond, if you're serious about that, then I'm gonna also upload the raw file. Because no, if you're serious that something actually popped up on the thing, then I will upload the raw file as well. Because that is a no-no. Because tying a record once, like I don't care how long I've been around. It's like I should be put under the same scrutiny as everybody else. Like fucking to hell with that shit. When it comes to shit like records, it's like nah. It's like I get that. So if there's actually something fucked up with the thing, then I don't know what I can do. But yeah. What was I gonna check here? It was a compare against. Yeah, I mean I have DSS's record splits here. Yeah, donor exposed. I have DSS's record splits here, but they don't have the centiseconds or milliseconds or whatever. So yeah, Pegian toes. Yeah, I used superior Latvian splicing techniques, and well, here we are. The power of Latvia, everybody. Invest now. Invest in fucking toes. I don't fucking know. I'm done. But yeah, let me just take a look at this, because see, I wish I could see, because this is what I mean. I closed the splits at the exact fucking wrong time, or rather I saved them at the exact wrong time. Wait, where the fuck is this? Shadow No MSG. Oh, I think fucking thingy crashed. Here we are. Where is it? Here we are. Why is it only showing that? Oh, of course. I'm a fucking idiot because I'm comparing against world record. No shit. Of course it's showing that. But yeah, I'm in disbelief. I'm in disbelief because like tying one record is one thing, especially whenever it's a short category. But whenever it's a long category like this, like I don't know, it makes me uncomfortable because I know that it puts the run under more scrutiny, under more like sort of, as I said before, the than it usually would. And that's what I don't like about it. I would have preferred that it was like a solid, like either a solid record or solidly missing it, one of the two. Not being, you know, probably within, you know, several dozen frames, if even. So, yeah, I mean, that is not good. But yeah, if there was seriously a window thing, then yeah, I'll put up the raw file as well. But yeah, that is all. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully my next PB will be Shadow any percent if I can actually figure out the MSG there, which I haven't tried yet, so hopefully it won't be too difficult for me. But yeah, I know it might even sound stupid to say it, but I do think I still have a long way to go with Shadow, and that's a part of why this is so fucking weird to me that I tied the racket, because I still feel like I got a long way to go before I'm actually like consistent and really good with it. Like, at least to the extent that I feel comfortable with silver. But yeah, no, honestly, thank you all. Like, just for fucking, just for fucking being, all right. All you go ahead and fucking be, all right. You pieces of shit, go be, and everything happy, and then we all go XD squee, and then the fucking stream ends, and off we go. I'll see you next time.